now live. So hello everyone and welcome one and all to the Geek Battle show here on the Extreme Improv Extreme, as well as Geek Battle YouTube, Geek Battle Gaming YouTube, Geek Battle Twitch, Kick channels, all over the place, Now, on the show tonight we're going to be discussing all kinds of things that's happening within the world of geekiness. But first things first, as always, let's hit the intro.
Welcome to the Geek Battle Zone. We discuss comics and puny minds are blown. We debate Marvel versus DC, Skeletor, X-Men, and Ron Weasley. Judge David slams down the gavel. The cap dreams of Henry Cavill. It's a Geek Battle stream. Nerd rage is we assemble our Geek Avengers team. Welcome to the Geek Battle party. We got the Justice League and our Batman is Marty. Say Hitler's a Tim as movies are greenlit. Every new movie, Dev's already seen it. Xbox, Star Wars, and Star Riders. Email Star Trek, and David loves spiders. We battle as Morrow, and Disney loves Blink. And we try to crown the Geek of the Week. It's the Geek Battle Show. Welcome to the Geek Battleground, where we use the Force and the One Ring is found. Cap is wrong about Resident Evil 6, and everyone watch out, cause oh shit, it's big. Gerald and Tim and Diz will try to win at the Geek Battle quiz. David and Dave will confuse their crew as they dive in the TARDIS of Doctor Who. Watch out now, we're full of hot takes. Doc Courtney is garbage, but Red Dwarf is great. You love Sega, I love Nintendo, but in the Geek Battle, we are all friendos. Oh, it's a Geek Battle show. Oh, the Geek Battle show. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Geek Battle show.
Okay, so welcome to Geek Battle. Now, we've just got the cream of the crop here today, and Capelthave. So, Cap, say hello to the people.
Hail from the land of leopards, elephants, and the cream of the crops, the pumpkin patch himself. It's me, Capelthave. I probably said this geek fact before, but I'm going to say it again because it is the season. So, the guy who wrote The Headless Horseman, was basically the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, is the guy who actually created the myth that Columbus is the one who found America, not Americano Vespucci. So he's a fiction author, so he wrote the greatest fiction that fooled the all American people.
Oh, and there you go. I did not know this. Well, so Sleepy Hollow? Because
he wrote the autobiography of Columbus. And the actual Columbus story was really brutal. So basically Columbus went around the Mediterranean, not the Mediterranean, like basically South America, and started killing people. So he was like, I can't tell this kind of story. Let's just make him a great explorer who discovered America.
Okay, well, I did not know any of that. Dev has joined us. Apparently today, Dev, you are feeling the Capcom. Say hello to the people.
Yes. Hello to the people. But yeah, so there's a particular reason I have the Capcom logo on my thing, because Capcom have been really stupid this week.
Ooh.
So Capcom usually have these fighting game events, like the Capcom Cups and stuff.
Yeah.
Aside from Evo, they have their own like world tournaments. The Capcom Cup, this year's version of the Capcom Cup, will be pay-per-view. It was only just being streamed, but it's the first time they're charging for it.
That's ridiculous. Wait, so people have to pay to watch people play video games?
Yes.
Guys, look, just watch my Geek Battle Gaming YouTube channel. You can watch me play video games any day of the week for free.
Go
Wow.
watch Dave MC's gaming channel. That's the same thing. He just plays video games.
On the what? Dave MC.
Dave
Yeah.
MC.
Where is Dave MC? I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. But yeah,
He's in London,
that is crazy.
he's finding you, David.
Dev, did they say what the pricing is?
$12.99 or something.
That's ridiculous. Well, do you know what? Like, what I can say is at least they're trying. You know, you can find so many ways that you can part fools from their money, I guess. And if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
video game players have like followings like
Yes.
LeBron James does?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, like what? How have you on the internet and not know this cat, right? Like,
I mean, they were not the people that I thought about, following.
no, but
Like
like
the guy who did the what they call the Daigo parry for the Evo, like Daigo Mihara, the guy who did the parry video for Street Fighter 3,
yeah.
has a huge following.
But just like any of the big YouTubers, like Mr. Beast, like when you go on Mr. Beast's channel, this might be fun to look up actually. Like his earliest videos are like him playing Minecraft. Yeah, and who are the other big ones? PewDiePie. And what was it? What did he start off with? So
Minecraft.
Yeah,
He plays.
Mr.
I'm not really
Beast.
sure if he started with Minecraft. He played a lot of low budget horror stuff, games and things.
No, that was Markiplier.
Make some noise, guys. He's playing some stuff that I don't have the rights to. Okay, Jesus. Mr. Beast, how could he do this to me? He's got enough money without demonetizing me. But yeah, so you look at this. I'm not a subscriber, Mr. Beast. But when you go onto his videos and then go into oldest, my worst Minecraft saw trap ever, Harry Potter mod in Minecraft, 31 million views. I bet most of those are since he's become huge, where they're like,
Yeah.
I've got to see what this first one was.
Yeah.
Then you can see the drop off 6.2, 1.6. But this is crazy.
Yeah.
What Pokemon? He's literally playing Pokemon on the Game Boy Advance or something.
It's Pokemon Showdown, which is like a battle simulator.
Oh right, okay. But look, so at what point did he actually start not being just a gamer? How much does PewDiePie make? So look at that. At some point, so he was literally doing videos where he probably wasn't a someone yet, saying about what about. So we can look back on these videos and work out when we became someone. So how do you spell PewDiePie? I just read it. There we go. Let's see what his first videos were about. And his earliest video, oldest, Minecraft. Jesus, we should just be playing Minecraft on this show, guys.
I fucking hate Minecraft.
I can't get into it. I wish I could. I just don't understand the purpose of it.
It's pixels. Give me cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I like looking at cool stuff. I mean, like, it's sort of a weird. I mean, like, even Pokemon I get, because, like, even Pokemon, like, has, like, battle scenes, and there's cinematic stuff to it, and also their 2D drawings. Like, pixelated stuff, I always go, why isn't Pac-Man that famous?
What, Pac-Man?
Wait, Pac-Man isn't famous. What?
Wait, Pac-Man's incredibly famous.
No, I'm saying, like,
Pac-Man's
why can't people just become famous playing Pac-Man? I mean, at least I can play Pac-Man.
They did back in the
Billy
day.
Mitchell.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Have you seen the King of Kong documentary, David?
I've never watched it all the way through. I've seen clips from it so many times. I've never watched it all, but I am very
It's an amazing
familiar
watch.
with Billy Mitchell. Which, weirdly, if you ever watched EastEnders, there was a guy in that called Billy Mitchell who isn't the same person. What did I bring this up? Oh yeah, okay. So, the thing with Minecraft is, well, Cap, you won't have at all. But Dev, did you ever play 3D Lemmings?
Yep.
Right, to me, Minecraft has got the same graphics as 3D Lemmings from the Sega Saturn and PS1. Early PS1. I'll bring it up here for a second. To me, the graphics, has this got... I thought this was... yeah, look. To me, if someone just showed me this, it's like, oh yeah, it's Minecraft. That's what this looks like to me. When I saw Minecraft, I was just like, it looks like 3D Lemmings. Just ultra blocky, low-res graphics that aren't impressive.
It reminded me of the old Mega Drive Roller Coaster Tycoons.
Ooh,
Or like SimCities and stuff.
I don't remember. On the Mega Drive?
Yeah.
What? Minecraft?
Mega Drive SimCity looked like Minecraft, yeah.
Okay, let's look this up. Okay, so... I'll put Genesis. Just Genesis SimCity. Genesis SimCity. Looks like Minecraft. Oh, wait. Perhaps I shouldn't have put Genesis. Oh, man, has no one uploaded this? Is it the same as the Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Okay, let's load that one.
I'm pretty sure any game that still has pixels will look like Minecraft.
Oh, this just looks like a bad clip. Well, I'll be honest, this looks slightly worse than Minecraft to me, but I take your point.
There's also Roblox, right? That's also a new thing that people...
Oh, dear Lord.
Roblox.
We don't talk about Roblox because we legally shouldn't.
Why?
Because it's become a hotbed for certain types of people who like to be predate.
Yeah, I think I get where you're going with that. We'll leave that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
So
it seems 13 years too late. We should have been playing Minecraft to get big.
I do have a geek fact about Mr. Beast.
Go on.
Places don't know how to give it, like, how to calculate the money they're supposed to give him for adverts, because he makes too much money. He gets too many views for them to calculate how much to give him.
That's crazy. Do you know what? Like, if I was him, I'd just be like, guys, I'm doing well. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. I'm not going to complain. Let's not fall out over this.
Yeah.
But
so that's why he has like a special rate for like everyone else has one rate for like money they make from adverts. Mr. Beast has a lowered rate, and he accepts it.
Yeah, but he's sitting pretty. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, for all these years, where people have been like, "Oh, if you're going to be a streamer or stuff like this, you need to choose your game, choose your niche." I could never ever do that. You know, I am far too scatterbrained. That's why, like, it'll be like, I'm doing Geek now. Tomorrow, my head will be in Slam Jam, and I'll be in Extreme Improv, and in between, you know, I'll just be doing other things. I can't just put my mind to one video game, certainly.
That's how like usually YouTube channel algorithm kind of worked.
Yeah.
It depends on like you're selling as a personality who likes multiple interests. Maybe if you have a like broad interest, like in geek in general, you can talk about Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever you want. Yeah. But then afterwards, because they became a lot of YouTubers, YouTube started becoming a recommendation based, where it will only recommend the videos that have that certain niche. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, well, there's several others I can recommend. I don't need to recommend you to talking about a Star Wars guy talking about Star Trek.
Yeah. Okay, Dev.
The really good thing about this is, and the reason Minecraft was so big on YouTube back in the day was I realized that like Twitch and YouTube and Google like to push certain games at certain points, because when I was streaming, for example, a few years ago, I was just streaming on Twitch and getting like low views, and I suddenly started streaming Sonic Forces when that came out, and suddenly I'll jump from like 1 or 2 views to like 10, 15 viewers, because apparently Sega was pushing streams on that game to the top.
Yeah, no, totally.
That was the same for me, because like my Halloween videos are the ones that actually did well before I did any of the other videos. And then the mythology video did well because the mythology guy shared it. But the video that actually took off on its own was my father and son sketch with Mufasa and Scar, a comedy sketch that I wrote on the nick of time when Mufasa was coming out.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, blow this up, people. We need to keep talking about Mufasa.
See, it's so weird. Like, the best example I can give comes from TikTok, but I know it is the same across the platforms. On the Geek Battle TikTok, I haven't done any in ages, and I'm planning to do more soon, but I'd used to just sit there and say a theory off the top of my head. And I'd speak about Doctor Who.
Film theory!
Film theory, right? But, like, I'd sit there and speak about Doctor Who, and suddenly I was like, shit, 30,000 people watch this. right? I was like, this is great. Next day, so guys, in the Avengers, it's like 200 people watched it. I was like, shit, why have I gone down? My 15 minutes is over that quickly? And then I'd speak about Doctor Who again, and it would sell 10,000 views. I'm like, I'm back on track. The next day, I'd be like, so in Demolition Man. No, they just like, it's like, but if people like my channel, shouldn't they see if they also like this? They have similar interests to me. But literally, if I speak about, it doesn't matter if I speak about Star Wars, the Avengers, Harry Potter did okay, but like some of these huge things, they don't push me at all. They want me to, you know, speak about Doctor Who does well for me, Back to the Future does well for me, and Red Dwarf does well for me. Everything else, they're like, we already have people talking about that. I was like, but I could be one of those people. If you let me do well on Doctor Who.
I think it's also because before you would get videos from the channels that you subscribe for. So your page would be filled with the people that you actually subscribe for and whatever they have put out that week. Yeah. You would probably be like, hey, I like this person, so I'll watch it anyways. But right now, your whole recommendation page is always like new things coming out at you. So you might Google like if you even have the thought to actually search the name of the channel, then you'll probably get the updates. But probably I think like 5 of a channel piece people are actually Googling or actually searching where's their next video. Yeah. But otherwise, it's all just recommendation based.
Well, it's so true. So let me see. I've got this will tell you something about me, guys. So I've got my YouTube here. Oh, wait, it's recommending us. So that's a good thing. So yay! There's us. It looks like I'm scratching my nose. Fantastic. Right. Okay. But it's telling me about Cyborg, about WCW. I've never watched whatever this is, but I have seen that channel before. That looks like some Terminator, Resident Evil, Mario Kart. So it's all the things like I talk about on here. Is exactly what it's probably just listening to my voice with all these devices. But you know, it's got me some good stuff there, but I don't think I'm subscribed to any of those channels. Maybe that one, because I definitely know that channel name, but never heard of that, never heard of that. Don't know what
it's
else.
It's not even showing Spot Deeds.
Look, Ghostbusters. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hang on. Return to Oz. Oh, what a great movie. But anyway, I digress. So
that
guys, that is our social media battle. Yeah, well, do you know what? It's so relevant though, because like trying to do all this stuff, it's like so relevant all the time. And whereas we're talking about things that came out in the 80s, 90s, noughties, like in 10 or 15 years, the next generation will just be like, so I remember PewDiePie from back in the day, and it's just like it's because films don't do well. Earlier today on Twitter, someone responded to a tweet I'd done about the Thunderbolts, and this is quite a fun story. They'd said like it's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, this time next week that'll be 68, and loads of people were like having a go at me about it, and I was just like. The movie's going to be shit. I quite like it, actually. But I was like, the movie's going to be shit because all the Marvel films are shit nowadays. Just doing a little bit of, I gave a view and people start attacking you, so you fight fire with fire occasionally. That was in April, and suddenly I got a response to it today. So I was just like, what is wrong with you? I was like, they were like, so, how's those numbers doing? It's still at 88%. I was like, how's its box office doing? The film was a flop. Right? Isn't that what actually matters? But again,
I can't believe David is like Twitter about trolling these people.
Do you know what? It depends what mood you catch me in. I got put into Twitter jail a few months ago, just because what I write is really funny. It's like funny stuff, but I understand that when you write it, you don't always know the intonation. With
your wonderful comedic voice.
Yeah, it doesn't have the intonation with it. But yeah, I'll fight a little bit of fire with fire occasionally.
It's like when he read it, it's like, how's its box office doing, idiot? Yeah. That's what he's hearing.
But they're just like, you and your, I don't like this, you want it to fail ideology. I'm like, whoa, keep your ideology talk away from me. What's going on? But anyway, guys, let's talk some fun stuff. Apparently, the Xbox, you now have to pay $30 a month for Xbox Live, and that's apparently doubled overnight, which is crazy. So God knows how much that is a year for like their annual pass on it. But I haven't paid for Xbox Live. No. Yeah, exactly. Cap, I'm just going to be a PC gamer soon enough. These things are getting too expensive.
I just buy 10 years in bulk, and then like every 10 years I buy 10 years in bulk.
How can you do that? Stack it for 10 years?
You just keep buying it like again and again, and like when you add it, you just add like an extra year.
Wow. Wait, so if you do it 10 years at a time, like 10 years ago, you were like, I've got Xbox for 10 years. It cost me $150. And then your next bill comes through. It's like $1,590. Right. It's not the ideal. But no, that is the smart way of doing it.
Yeah. So I did 2005 when it first started.
Yeah.
2015 and then 2025.
Wow.
So I'm good for 2035 now.
20. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that we can say about. The thing that's caught my eyes the most is apparently they are making a prequel series to Young Frankenstein, which is just about the most exciting film that they could ever possibly make a prequel to. And it's going to have Zach Galifianakis. So I guess one of them's going to actually be playing the original Victor Frankenstein.
Two of them do not have the charisma or the comedic style of that guy.
Gene Wilder. No one has the comedic stylings of Gene Wilder.
Yeah, they both of them do not have that.
No. I don't know. Like, they're both funny. You know. Well, I like the idea of that universe continuing. Dev.
If I was in charge of Hollywood, what I would do is I would take Jeremy Allen White and have him remake every Gene Wilder movie.
He looks like Gene Wilder. Yeah.
Who?
Hang on, I'll show you.
The guy from The Bear.
I always know him from the Kerry Von Erich movie.
I know him from Shameless.
Okay, so Jeremy Allen White, Gene Wilder comparison. Right, let's get this going here. Like, it's crazy how much they look alike, actually. Look at this guy. He could play Gene Wilder. That's insane how much he looks like Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Does he have his charisma?
I only saw him playing one of the Von Erichs. I forget which one.
Did he?
And you know what I realized who also looks like Gene Wilder?
Who?
William Regal's son.
Shit, what's his name?
Charlie Dempsey.
Oh yeah, Charlie Dempsey, WWE. Let's see if anyone else put Gene Wilder. No, it doesn't come up. Charlie Dempsey. Oh yeah, you know, someone has done a comparison. So yeah, there's something there. Not as much as the other guy, but there is something there.
Yeah.
He's too hench. Well, he's not actually that hench, but he's probably too big a guy to play Gene Wilder, though.
But if it, like any...
no, but the question is... who'd be playing... I can't forget his name, the comedian from Superman 3.
Richard. Okay, guys, this is some weird coincidence thing. Yeah. I'm going to show you something. Earlier today, I was looking up Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor movies. I literally bought. I don't know if I bought See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
I've seen that.
And Stir Crazy. I bought these today. But yeah, no one could play. To be honest, like on looks, that guy could play
Steve Harvey
to play Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Okay, I'm going to put in Richard Pryor biopic.
He might be too old. Even Eddie Murphy can't move anymore. So how would he?
Yeah.
Richard Pryor biopic.
Although...
Let's see if there's anyone that did play a young Richard Pryor. No. I don't know who could play Richard Pryor and do him justice. Like, some of these people, these are like once in a lifetime talents where there's so much. I don't think you could copy like his voice and delivery and mannerisms. I don't think you could do it.
There's a guy on SNL who does a perfect impression of every black comedian.
Yeah.
His name's Jay Farrow. Jay Farrow.
He does
an impression of every.
Like, that was amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's his name?
But,
Jay Farrow.
Dave Farrow.
Jay.
Oh, Jay Farrow.
I mean, that's also a thing. I would say, like, who are the modern actors that like ooze of charisma? There's not a lot.
Modern actors that ooze of charisma.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's definitely no comedic actors
Cena.
anymore. Right? No
Who?
way.
Who?
John Cena.
Who
He
was
said.
that? John Cena. Well,
The funny thing is,
he has not given good roles. Like, I think John Cena would have been awesome as Shazam instead of being Peacemaker, actually.
here's the funniest thing, right? John Cena as an actor is bad. John Cena as a person has infinite charisma.
Yeah, I think that I think he should have been in more movies where he's not being a comedic clown. I think he's
Yeah.
No,
falling
I'll
too
tell you
much.
something. Acting is something you hear so often. Like, when it comes to wrestlers going into acting, and especially comedy, and well, there's so many aspects of acting which is like what they say are like the hardest. That's why you get lots of people who end up doing like horror movies and that, because they're a bit easier. Like, when I forget what it was, we've spoken about it before. There was a CM Punk film where he was the main actor in it a few years ago, and all of his lines were super short, and it's just like, I'm sure he could learn the lines, but his acting was really not believable. And I watched for the first time, I watched Terrifier 2 a couple of days ago, and post-credit scene, Chris Jericho is in it. And it's like, the lines, I was trying to separate him from just being Chris Jericho, the wrestler. But he was like, hey, pass me some of that pumpkin pie. Oh yeah, get some of that cream on it. And nothing about it. It's just sounded fake. It didn't sound like a real conversation. You know, and so just putting yourself across as a character. So many of the wrestlers, they can't get out of this big over the top kind of performance.
I think they did it so long that they're finding it really hard to switch off of.
Yeah.
I mean, even in actors, right? Some actors play themselves throughout their careers. Like Ryan Reynolds, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. They just play themselves throughout their careers, and they're just fine. Some people, they have range. Like, I would say Will Smith has great range because he has done dramatic movies where he's very dramatic. He can do comedic, and also he can be the charismatic, charming straight man that's in most movies. But it's rare to get that. It's really rare to get those people, like, you know, flexible at everything.
Yeah, so let me just give this quick example, now I'll come to you, Dev. So if you look at Dave Bautista, who people more and more are saying, well, Dave Bautista, he's the best wrestler turned actor. It's because he's naturally quiet-spoken, and so it lends itself more to film. Well, when he's in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's like, that's so silly, ha ha ha, it seems so fake. It's just like, give him dialogue, say it in your own voice because it is naturally quiet, and then it will seem more believable. Whereas likes of Jericho or The Rock, it's all big. Go on.
In my opinion, The Rock, before he started playing The Rock for every movie, when he tried on his early on career where he tried different roles, was a much better actor than Batista, because Rock can actually say lines, big ones. He can give you a monologue.
Well, one of the headlines I saw today was about Smashing Machine, which I haven't seen yet. But there was a story just here, something about, now he's doing something out of his comfort zone, and he's, you know, doing Jumanji is his comfort zone, and doing Fast and Furious is a comfort zone. So now, basically, he's pissed off at Batista and wants to get like an Oscar or something by playing an MMA guy.
Although so one of the YouTubers, Kian Tomorrow, who does like MMA videos, did a review on the film, and he said like it's good, but it's not something really that exponential. Like this doesn't really give you that vibe, and that was kind of disappointing because like this was the first movie I thought The Rock was gonna act.
You thought The Rock was what?
The Rock was gonna actually act.
Nah, he doesn't do that. Right. Honestly, like...
he does try in the film. Some of the clips I've seen in it, it's just like it's kind of like it's very similar. It's just that he's more quiet. That's the difference. He's just a little more quiet than his usual wanky personality.
Yeah. I can hear. Is someone typing?
Yeah. What's the clicking sound?
Okay, I don't think it's you, Dev. Hang on. I don't think it's... Okay, it's gone. Well, anyway, it's gone. I'll figure it out.
I thought it was like a gerbil clicking, like eating something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyway, guys, what have you seen this week? What's on your mind to discuss?
I want to discuss. Am I allowed to discuss this on stream? Peacemaker.
Yeah, go for it. Of course you can.
Okay, so it turns out the alternate reality where Cena's family's all okay and everything's good is a Nazi reality.
Yeah.
And the arm swinging, if you freeze the arm swinging at the opening in a particular way, it looks like a swastika.
Yeah, I know. It's like...
And they've removed it from
Fortnite. Yeah.
Even though that dance is from the first opening, which has nothing to do with this.
Is it? It's not the same dance on the first series, though, is it?
No, but the arm swinging dance that has the shape is from the first opening.
Okay. Well, do you know, it's interesting saying about Gene Wilder earlier. Is if you've never seen The Producers,
I've seen it.
Okay, so in that, it was originally just a movie. Then they made a musical. Yeah, so well, they put on. We won't sing it and glorify it, but they put on the musical "Springtime for Hitler," and in the dance choreography, it's very clever. But they have some of the shapes they do, where like these people dressed in Nazi uniforms end up just like throwing shapes of swastikas, and then when I haven't seen Peacemaker season 2, and I gave up halfway through season 1. Although I haven't seen the clip, but I did see that Lex Luthor makes an appearance in it. Spoiler. So yeah. So I don't know the context of it at all. So if you do, you can fill us in on that. But but the idea was that they said something about that there was some sort of like little tease or something of the plot in the dance in the first series, and then when the second series they're like, oh, this is an alternative reality. Where the Nazis won World War II, and this is what the future would be like after it, which is like Man in the High Castle or something like this. You know, I guess.
Wolfenstein? Is it Wolfenstein?
Possibly Wolfenstein as well. I don't know this. I've only ever played Wolfenstein 3D, and there's not tons of story in that. But so then Peacemaker had got this dance, and people were like, "Oh, that was a thing," and so then like. Obviously, Fortnite was just like, people are now saying that this is a Nazi thing. So I saw the tweet where Fortnite said, we've taken this down until we've had a discussion with the producers of Peacemaker about what the intention was behind this dance that we've put into our video game. Which I think is the right thing for them to have done. Because even if they like, no, absolutely, that's just coincidence. People like, well, they've made the connection now, so now people are going to be throwing this taunt with it having a second meaning. So, I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world. Just take it out and replace it with something else.
Yeah.
So I got checked out by Peacemaker season 2. I didn't have the much urge to see season 2. So I've been out of the loop.
The hamster's back.
Yeah.
Who's back?
The hamster.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
as in the hamster in the stream is back.
Yeah. If I work out where the clicking's coming from, guys, then I'll...
Wait, when I talk, is it when I talk?
Keep talking.
No,
I don't think so.
No.
But anyway, guys, let's not worry too much. I'll try to troubleshoot it as we go along. But you were saying, Cap.
Yeah. So I have not had the big urge to check out Peacemaker season 2. Two things. I praise John Cena for doing good stuff in the first one. I think his acting, John Cena can act. But again, I wasn't really that much invested in the Peacemaker story. Anyways, before season 2, we had Superman, and Superman kind of meh out of the whole DC experience now, and it does not want me to say, oh, what's gonna happen in this universe. I really don't have that urge.
Yeah. No, I really agree that was Superman kind of like, I was like, oh, I don't think I care about what this built universe is going to be now. And Peacemaker,
Yeah.
I didn't like Peacemaker, I didn't like Suicide Squad. I've not been interested in Peacemaker season 2. I've not been interested that I've heard that it's just trying to be the boys. And I just don't think you should cross over stuff like the content that they've done in Peacemaker and Suicide Squad with Superman. I don't think they should ever connect. But anyway, Dev.
So I've been watching season 1 and 2 as it comes out, religiously,
Yeah.
and they're definitely doing what you just said they shouldn't do. It's really, really, really interconnected.
Ugh.
The plot of so the fact that Lex had a portal in the movie is a huge plot point in Peacemaker because Cena has his own portal.
So, is there anything that means that Ezra Miller couldn't turn up from his George Clooney experience? Because literally, this is not a reboot at all.
Yeah.
It's a weird-ass reboot where they'll pick and choose.
Yeah,
what
but the
parts they
whole
wanna
point,
keep.
if they've got the other dimensions right there, it means they're still out there.
They're
The
still
only
saving
dimension
that.
they announced is the FX, the
Nazi one.
Nazi dimension.
Yeah, but I know,
Is the
but
only one
like,
announced.
but still, if they're saying there's a multiverse, and their previous thing had the multiverse where it was like everything counts, and I think James Gunn said that everything counts at the time because he was like, "Oh, you're making this Flash movie, I better try and promote it just so that it doesn't bomb because I'm rebooting everything."
Yeah, Shazam is in the Elseworld. He kept saying Elseworld for any sort of project that was still alive while he took over DC.
But James Gunn hates Shazam because Shazam was designed to kick him out of the company.
Yeah, him and the Rock.
The Rock invented it and James Gunn invented it.
I think
if Shazam did well, James would have been out of the company.
Oh,
yeah.
I wish Black Adam had done well. I was on Team Rock on that one. I still am like, is James Gunn sent as a spy from Marvel? Now, obviously, Marvel fired him, but is he just on a mission to take down comic book movies now? Because I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2. The first one I can't ever really get into. The third one was hit and miss at different points. Suicide Squad was terrible. And Peacemaker was even worse. So, and then Superman, there are things to enjoy. It gets every single character wrong, and that's that.
Yeah. The really funny thing to me is always going to be, The Rock knew James Gunn wanted a new Superman, so he got Henry Cavill on purpose just to try and screw up the plan.
Yeah. I wish The Rock had succeeded. Look, by this point, after Black Adam, we'd probably be getting... Well, at this point, we would have probably got Man of Steel 2. And we'd be gearing up to Black... And then Black Adam would have turned up at the end. And then we'd be like, Black Adam versus Superman is next. And our debate right now would be like, why is it called Black Adam versus Superman? Superman's the original superhero character. It should be Superman versus Black Adam. That should be the debate.
I was not pretty much happy with The Rock because, like, again, he turned the famous villain of the DC into a hero,
Like
which I
Venom,
would go, yeah, I would go,
like Joker.
no. It's like, no, no, stop doing those things. These guys are great as villains. Keep them as villains and then do your best acting with it. You can, I mean, like, think about The Dark Knight. Joker was the antagonist. He was not the protagonist, and he delivered a great performance. And everyone, that's the most memorable thing about the movie. You can still be a bad guy and do a great film. You can be a side character and be the greatest character in that film.
I think the problem is that like the winds have changed, like the phases that things have gone through has gone from a bad guy just being they are bad and it's very clear they're bad to, well, we need to give them logic and reasoning for why they're doing the things that they're doing. And to now the next step is, well, the villains, we just make them the heroes. Let's make a Joker movie and a Cruella and a Maleficent movie. No one's really a bad guy. Guys, I just need to check something. I'll be back in 1 second.
I'm not bad for like that type of storytelling because like that does give some good ones. When they Back to You do it in Treasure Planet, when they give Long John Silver a redemption arc, that worked out. And also in Meet the Robinsons, you had Goob, which also was nice. But when you start turning around Maleficent, I mean, she was the classic villain. Like, we liked her as a bad guy. Why did you change her to be this, like, oh, she was misunderstood and traumatized? No, I want her to be the fun witch that curses babies.
I want someone who is a dick for the sake of being a dick, for fun, who cannot be redeemed, who will not change his mind. He's being a dick because he wants to be.
Who are you speaking about there, Dev?
Yeah, like, I want any type of villain who's a dick because he feels like it. For example, the closest will probably be Homelander.
Yeah, but he also has like a tragic backstory and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can do anything and make it work. So if you look at like Cobra Kai, the premise of that is Maleficent. We're going to take a villain and portray them as a sympathetic hero and stuff like this. But then you'd still got LaRusso in it. So it's like, well, okay, so when it's the next scene, you suddenly see, oh, everyone's like got lots of levels and stuff like this. But when you're doing whole movies just based around the villain, where you've now got to make them the hero, and it's Cruella de Vil, and it's like, wait, her destiny is to kill all those dogs. She's going to kill all the dogs. I can't be on her side.
But it's trauma, David.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, so this is a bit of a spoiler. Go on, Dev. You say first.
See, okay. So the way they did Cobra Kai, I really, really, really wish that like Terry Silver was a really good redeemed good guy, and then Don Creature gets addicted to cocaine again, and that's how he becomes evil.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's always room for different type of stories, villain perspective stories, anti-hero stories. But there should also be, fun, classic bad guy versus good guy story. Again, like, we kind of put too much thought into certain things where you just say, think about Lord of the Rings. It's a giant dude with a mace. I'm Sauron. I create volcano castles, and it's all black, and I have orcs. Bad guys, screams bad guys.
But even Sauron is technically
Halbrand.
Redeemable.
Wait,
no.
Do you mean just because of Rings of Power, or do you actually have a
in general? Doesn't he want to wipe out everything to start from fresh?
No. So
well, how's that redeemable if you were one of the things that exists?
So here's the thing: Sauron was a student of Morgoth. Morgoth was like the evil god thing of the Ilúvatars, and Valar was like it's like evil. Sauron was one of his disciples. Sauron really cared about order. He wanted everything to be ordered. Like he's the industrial complex that Tolkien feared in World War II. Greed personified into like everything not being put in its place. That's what kind of Sauron wanted. That's where saying the extreme is of order. That's kind of the thing that they're trying to say with that one. because Tolkien really liked trees and green grass, and he didn't like the industrial world. So everything needs to be the Shire. No more factories.
Yeah. No, they've just got away from storytelling, which is like someone is just they just present someone as bad. Like, okay, so this is the Dark Lord or whatever, and they've turned bad, and now they've moved on to the idea of like, well, like you would get storylines which would be like, oh, so here's 006, he betrayed 007, and from that point on, you'll be bad until the end, and then you'll either get defeated, or if you look at like Spider-Man 3, how suddenly you've got New Goblin, and right at the end it's like, what have I been doing? I'll try to help, or something like this. Then you redeem, but then you have to die. It's like, this is the thing, like, you can't redeem Darth Vader, right, genuinely, because it's like, when they make the prequel, even if he goes, no, and attacks Palpatine.
But isn't that a redemption story to begin with?
Hang on, right? But when you then make the prequels, it's like, I'm going to kindergarten, and I'm going to take my lightsaber. It's like, why? You trying to redeem this guy? It's like, no, you can't do this.
See, you just reminded me that Spider-Man 3 has the greatest hater in the universe.
Greatest hater?
In movie history, I've never seen the character go to church and beg God to kill someone.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie Brock. It's talking about Eddie Brock, David. When he goes to church, when Spider-Man ripping off the suit, he's like praying, please kill Spider-Man for me.
I do that all the time, guys. Like, come on. Like, doesn't everyone do that? That's the purpose of religion. Right. I'm joking, of course.
Dude, what the heck is wrong with you?
Smite my enemies. Here's the list.
He just made the list.
But again, there are things that you don't need to think about too much. I mean, like, the reason why we watch boxing, UFC, our reptilian brain sometimes needs a distraction where we don't think about too much and we just want to see people get punched. So
I want to see a UFC guy do bloody fighting games during a match, and like there's a Brazilian guy who does. He does like Rolling Thunder and like flying sidekicks and stuff in like Mortal Kombat.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, Anderson Silva was famous for that. He was the guy in The Matrix.
I know Matt Riddle like knocked out someone with one punch, and like the guy didn't know where he was for like a week.
Wow.
Yeah. Matt Riddle still has, okay, this is going to be Slam Jam territory, but I'll say this. Matt Riddle still has like a win over John Jones in high school wrestling because he actually beat John Jones.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. Think about that. That doofus has a win over John Jones.
Okay, so guys, one thing which I picked up on this week is they have announced a Simpsons movie number 2. So, how are we feeling about this?
They did this on purpose to make another one of the predictions come true.
Which was?
Because on one of the chalkboard jokes is, I'll not wait 20 years to make a sequel.
Oh, okay. So there you go. That one's kind of in their control, though, because that's like saying, yeah.
So they waited for the joke to come true. That's why they waited.
So when did the first one come out?
20 years ago.
It's not 20 years since the first Simpsons movie.
Look it up.
Oh my god. The Simpsons movie. 20 years?
Well, 20 years when that one comes out.
Oh, okay.
So...
Jesus. It was 2007.
18 years.
That is disgusting. I feel ill at the thought of that. Because the Simpsons movie, to me, still feels like, oh, it's this, they finally made a movie. And how can that now be 18 years old?
It's like this, David. You had the 80s, you had the 90s, and you had the 2000s, and you blacked out for a moment.
I think I genuinely did.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I would say I kind of blacked out on like the past 10 years because like Minecraft was the identity of the past 10 years. I totally missed out on that.
But, okay, so here's the thing, right? The 70s, the 80s, the 90s, I think they all have their identities. And we've said this before. Yeah. But things since then, it's just like 2000... Well, like 2005 onwards is all just the same decade.
No, they do have an identity. We're just not really familiar with them. I would say like the early 2000s to 2010s era would be the superhero identity because like you had the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Just like that was the biggest thing. But then after I would say 2013 onwards, it was the influencer and gaming era. So Minecraft was the identity, weirdly.
Yeah, go on, Dev.
So from the 2000 to 2010, we had the Millennium era where it was like new millennium, new technology, new like weird colored phones and weird colored gadgets, and like popularizing and like reality TV and stuff.
Yeah.
Was 2000s, and then 2010 became tech, and then 2020 was COVID, and then now we're in, like second half.
Yeah, like it's very weird to think that the Simpsons movie came out 18 years ago, and the thing is, I hope it's good, but I felt really sad when I last watched the Simpsons because the voices sounded old. Like Mr. Burns sounds like he's actually 104 years old now, and
yeah, and Marge.
So I could play someone that's old, but I could do it with a lot of energy. Right, let's do this. But now he genuinely sounds like Smithers, help me. Right? And he sounds genuinely old. It's just like, oh,
like when,
and Marge sounds old.
It's like when they got James Earl Jones to do Mufasa when the Lion King live action came around, where he was like, I can't be bothered with this shit, I'm just gonna read the lines.
Okay, so James Earl Jones.
Wow.
Oh, about that, David, though, they are slowly, what they're trying to do is, slowly, they're replacing every character one by one. Gradually. So who have
they replaced?
Slide into it.
Like Milhouse.
There's a bunch of, like, yeah, Milhouse. There's a whole list of, like, sliding cast members coming in. Like, they're going to be, like, in there for 6 months. And then the next one will be on for 6 months. Next one will be for 6 months. And the main 5 will be was replaced.
Wow. Because, okay, so in terms of replacements, I know that based on, like race or whatever, that they said, oh, the white person shouldn't play Dr. Hibbert or whatever. I think they got new people to play Dr. Hibbert and, like, Lou the cop. I don't think they ever got someone new to play Apu, though, right?
No, they just... Yeah.
I know that the actress that played Edna Krabappel, she died, and
yep.
I think they killed the character.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so it'd be interesting because when we bring up here like who the voice actors do, it's like, so obviously if he's the voice of Homer and Krusty, are they going to say at some point, oh, we'll get someone else to do Krusty? That'd be super weird for him. It's like, oh, I'll voice Homer whilst you voice me across the way, sort of thing. I don't know, but look, so Julie Kavner, she is 75, and Marge is meant to be 36 years old. It's crazy though. Like it feels sad. Like I felt like this should go on forever, but I didn't enjoy the last episodes I saw. Like it hasn't been like some of the stuff in it is funny, but it feels very different humor than when I watched the old ones. Like the peak season 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, they still feel so funny. But yeah, like Hank Azaria here, he's 61 and he's like the young kid of the cast still. But Harry Shearer, who's Mr. Burns, he is 81 and he sounded it as Mr. Burns.
For me, I feel like Marge always sounded old for me. Like
she sounded like a
Marge is the wife, right? Marge is the wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she always sounded old for me. She's like, that voice.
Oh, Homer. Yeah.
But I would say, like, one of the things I realized was, like, when they did Thundercats 2011, they got the original Lion-O to voice Lion-O's dad. and I didn't even realize it, because it was super old voice. But then I learned that it was the original Lionel who was like voicing Claudia. So I was like, damn, that voice got old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would say, maybe that's why there aren't many Scooby-Doo movies anymore, because like it's the same guy who has been doing Scooby-Doo movies since the 70s. He voices Scooby, and he also voices Fred.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying that the same person that voiced
Yep,
Scooby-Doo
Fred.
in the 70s?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Frank Welker.
Okay, well, I'll look this up. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Oh, that's 1978. That's like, imagine just having your whole life making money playing a dog.
I mean,
Well,
and also he voices Fred as well. He's Fred.
There's a guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a guy who makes his life voicing a bear. So Jim Cummings is Winnie the Pooh for all of his life.
Oh, bother. Right.
But they did a weird joke on Pirates. So my first Scooby-Doo animated movies was Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy, and in that plot line was Fred was celebrating his birthday, and the gang asked him like, so Freddy, how old are you going to be? And then they say the actual age of the voice actor, 43, and I was like, huh? Fred goes like, 43, 44. I'm checking out the address, guys. That's not my age. But that was a nice bit. But now that I'm older, I realized it.
Wow. Yeah. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Wow. Imagine just getting that's so great. Getting one role, and then just that's the rest of your life. You just you're always going to make money. Cause how long is he actually in the booth going, gee, Raggy? It's like, come on, be like. I've done 7,000 G-Raggies. Can't you just reuse some of them occasionally?
Yeah, but he also has the voice Fred though. So Fred has lines in every film.
True.
So
yeah,
Does he still voice Fred?
he does not now. Now things have changed. Now there are no new Scooby-Doo. I think Zac Efron was the one who was in Scoob who voiced Fred. For
Scoob,
which is not a bad.
2020. Let's have a look.
Yeah, that one had a new cast.
He still plays Scooby-Doo.
There's also a sequel.
And then
Yeah.
So let's see who's Fred. I can't even see that Fred's in it. Zac Efron
Fred was
Fred. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. That is wrong.
It's not that bad actually, because I think he realized that he can't voice a young teenager anymore, so he had to back off from Fred and then just voice Scooby.
Okay, let me guys. If you could be the voice actor for any character from a cartoon, let's say a cartoon, not a movie. They might do a Scooby movie or whatever, but let's say it had to be originally from a movie, so you can't just choose
Cartman.
Cartman. Okay, fair enough. Let's say it's like a children's cartoon,
It can be a series or is it just a movie?
No, not a movie. Definitely not a movie. They could make a movie of it like a Scooby-Doo movie, but I mean, if you're choosing something like Thundercats or Transformers or whatever, what would you want to do the voice of?
Well, right now I don't want to pick Thundercats because it has fallen out of the culture.
Right. Did you say Ben 10?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know it.
Ben 10's nice. Ben 10's a solid pick. I would say Leonardo.
Yeah,
It's from TMNT. Yeah.
I would quite possibly choose a Ninja Turtle as well.
Because they will never stop making it.
Have you guys seen the new Battle Nexus comic series where every single different teams of turtles are fighting each other?
No,
I have
I've not
not.
seen this.
It's like a comic series where all the different continuity turtles are in a tournament against each other.
Wow.
Def, if the 2003 Turtles didn't win, this thing is rigged because they will beat up every turtle.
No, they got murdered by the black and white ones.
Okay,
Literally,
fair. The black and
so
the
hang on,
black
so
and white one.
does it have the live action 1990
Yes.
movie? Oh, they're gonna
Yes.
No, they will lose.
It has all of them.
win. So who do you know who wins?
I believe it's the Mirage black and white ones that win.
No. Look,
I think black
The
Black and
original
white makes
isn't always
David,
best.
No, the black and white can win, David, mainly because those turtles,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
like to murder.
yeah, they flat out, they don't care. They use their weapons. They just stab you, and that's it. 2003 turtles are kind of like that too, but again, they didn't overboard. The worst thing they did, they decapitated Shredder. But even that, he was like, robot alien thing. So, but in terms of like, if you take out the classics one, I would say the 2003 ones are still the most powerful, considering the other animated stuff. Like they do a lot. They had 10 season, I think.
Yeah.
That's it's the 1988 and 1990 cartoon and movie. They are the only Ninja Turtles that matter.
No,
I
2000.
I don't know. Like they might be good, but they never got the designs of the turtles right after the mid-90s.
My favorite out of all of them is, when in terms of turtles in animation, I would say for me it's the 2003 ones. In terms of Master Splinter is 2012 one. That's the best. So far nothing can beat it yet. But in terms of like when it comes to live action, I agree the 90s one's still the best. Like the Michael Bay one is crap.
Oh my god, they look horrific. I can't tolerate it. It's just yeah.
Just put them in rubber suits.
Yeah.
David, I put all the covers in the Geek Battle Facebook.
The Geek Battle Facebook. Okay. So wait.
One,
okay.
2, 3.
I can't easily get that up on the screen though, unfortunately, because otherwise I have to.
So I'll try and link it, but the top right one you can see, the team on the left is a 90s live action team.
Oh, the top left
on the
is
top
live
right.
action.
No, top right, the team on the left of the top right.
Oh yeah,
the
I
yellow
see
one.
it. Oh no, they look cool. That is what they should look like.
Yeah.
Although I do, Dev, so in this cover, right? In this, like the 2003 ones are going up against the 2012 ones. So who won that one? Who won that one?
3.
Yes! So the other one is the black and white one versus the.
The black
I
ones massacred the other ones.
Yes, Dev, they should, because I hated why.
The black and white ones, you can't see their eyes. I don't like it. Actually, that's not fair. The original Ninja Turtles action figures that you couldn't see their eyes. These were the best. Okay, hang on. I'm getting too nostalgic now. Ninja Turtles 1988 action figures. These were my childhood, guys. Let's just bring up. These are what the Ninja
I had a shell
Turtles.
phone.
Sorry?
I had a shell phone.
A shell phone?
Yeah, there was like 1989
Shell
communicator phone thingy.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember that. I'll look that up in a minute. But look, this. So these didn't have the eyes, in fairness. This is what they should be like. They re-released these like 3 years ago, and I bought all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I say that. I don't think I got one of them. I can't remember which one now. Shit, I can't remember.
To be fair, so David, like I said, right, one of the old programs always have reruns on my TV, and when I was growing up, and the 90s Turtles were on TV, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this at all.
Wow.
and then I saw the 2003 one. I was like, oh my god, the Turtles are cool.
The Turtles were cool back then.
Yeah, but like
see
that's
the one of
also
them.
our, yeah, but that's also our definitions of like coolness kind of difference, right? Like, so for me, like these guys kind of looked fugly, and they're like, these guys are not cool. But then the other guys look like tall, sleek, and shing. It's like they can cut through stuff. So like, that's cool. The 90s, it's edge. It's all edgelord things.
Hang on, wait a second. Like, this was the era. These guys were so edgy that in the UK they couldn't call them ninjas. They had to call them heroes. Right.
Yeah, that's because of nunchucks, David.
Yeah, nunchucks. Look at this. These were edgy. Look at those teeth. Right? Look at the teeth. They're like angry teeth. These were the stuff. I always hated how skinny that the Shredder figure was, though. He was like ridiculously skinny.
He's meant to be skinny though. You're used to the Kevin Nash one.
Yeah.
That's why.
No. Look, every time they've re-released this figure, they hulk him up because look, they've made him beefier there, but the original was just this weird. Look at that waist. It was weird, and then they released the Super Shredder figure, but they eventually corrected it. But they never released Skinny Shredder like that ever again.
Hmm.
No, the 2012 Shredder was skinny. He was not. Yeah. Google 2012 TMNT and Shredder, and you will see him. He was skinny.
With the 3D one?
Yeah. Comparatively to 2003 one, he was skinny. 2003 one was like this in the armor.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, okay, but it's not the same. That like the other one, honestly, he looks like Christian Bale doing Machinist or whatever.
The 2012 Super Shredder looks insane.
Yeah, he's.
If you look at the 2012 Super Shredder, that's special.
That's the Hulk.
Okay, yeah, this is insane. It reminds me of something. I can't think what though.
But the fight scene, David, was so awesome with this one. The Leo versus Shredder 2012 one. So good.
You know what my favorite Shredder fight scene is?
Yeah.
Shredder versus Batman.
What's
yes,
that from?
I've seen that one.
Batman versus Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so hang on, just very quickly. This is where they did the Super Shredder figure. And when I was a kid, I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, this one actually looks like what Shredder does in the cartoon.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, what else is on our mind before we, there's lots of bits and pieces to say, no major topics, but what is on our mind to discuss?
Marvel cancelled a upcoming movie, but they don't reveal what it is. It's meant to come out next year.
A Marvel film that was meant to... When is Doomsday coming out?
July 2026.
So that is next year, because I did actually see a thing that said about next year Doomsday's the only Marvel film coming out. I didn't realise that something...
I think... Isn't it like Doomsday in July and Secret Wars in December?
What, in July?
Doomsday in July and Secret Wars
they're putting them both out the same year.
I believe so.
Oh, that's a massive error. That's so stupid. They literally need to... You think when they did Infinity War into Endgame, that's why Captain Marvel became huge in between, because everyone thought they had to watch it. And
oh, my bad. I got the date wrong. It's Spider-Man in July and Doomsday in December.
Okay, so but you still say they've cancelled something for next year?
Yeah.
It was probably Blade or in what was that awful one called, the Eternals 2 or something like this.
Yeah, Eternals was never happening. Eternals 2 was never happening.
No.
By the way, so Doomsday and Secret Wars have a year between them. So December.
Okay, cool. Do you know what, like, imagine if I saw a thing from one of the actors in Eternals who was just like, I signed up for loads of movies and they just haven't happened. So there must be so many people who are doing like Doomsday and I guess Secret Wars. They are like Shang-Chi. He must be like, oh God, please let me be well received in this movie. Otherwise...
They are bringing someone back from Eternals, but it's none of the Eternals.
Who they? What, Blade? Who?
Black Knight.
I don't even remember who that is.
Kit Harington from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Wasn't he the character the whole movie who wasn't like a superpower person? And then the credit scene he got a sword. Ugh.
Here you go, Jon Snow. We give you finally sword that you're not going to use.
Yeah, but we're only getting 3 movies next year. What?
What are you saying?
So we're only getting 2 movies next year.
What, Marvel ones?
We're only getting 2 Marvel movies next year.
Well, that's because you said one has been cancelled, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know what it was.
No.
Could have been Blade.
Yeah, like how many times have they like postponed that or whatever?
Hmm.
Like they
It could have
have
been.
to be thinking that less is more because
Yeah.
as it is, they're like this year. Fantastic Four might have done better if it was the only thing that came out. Because wasn't Deadpool the only thing that came out last year?
No, they had
I
a.
don't know.
And what?
I feel like they had a one movie that was crap.
I can't think of another one that came out last year.
I can't think of one that came out this year. I can think of one that came out this year.
Okay, so no, look, last year, so the Marvels in 2023, you had Ant-Man and the Wasp flop, Guardians of the Galaxy, sleeper hit. It started off slow and built because it was good. Marvel, and it was only okay. Marvel's flop, and then Deadpool and Wolverine, and it cleaned up the summer. Then this year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people were like, oh, Captain America, Brave New World, and it was like that, you know, not really very good. Thunderbolts, it's like, I'm not even bothering now, and then it flopped. Listen, person on Twitter, it flopped, right? And then Fantastic
Fantastic
Four,
Four.
the first week, they were like, it's such a hit, and then after the second week, they were like, oh, it wasn't. And it's because like all of the casuals that wanted to see a superhero movie, they'd been to see the first two flops, and then they gave up by the third.
Yeah, and also, again, this is probably gonna get me in comic book jail. I would say going back to the 70s comic book aesthetics, even with Superman, I would say, please don't. Like, don't. Like, you can have the trunks again. You can have, like, that stuff, but, make the designs more sleek and not cheap. Not like,
agree.
Mama Kent washed it from a laundry and then he just puts it. No, please don't do this stuff.
Other than the fact that he'd got the red underpants on, which I felt they made it look like granny
The
pants.
boxer, David. It's not even the trunks.
Yeah, right. It was just, yeah, it was bad signs. But okay, so I think Marvel are in trouble. So it depends what they announce after what's coming out next year. Because I think we have to get some announcements. Because according to this, the upcoming slate is Armor Wars. No one's going to care about that. Black Panther 3, I don't think people are going to care about the third one. They cared about the first one. The second one, people cared because it was a tribute to Chadwick. And the third one, I feel like no one is talking about Wakanda Forever, the sequel. No one's talking about that, saying, I can't wait for the next one.
It depends on how they build it.
I've heard a rumor about Black Panther 3 that I don't like.
What?
Oh
yes!
What's this? Go on.
The rumor about Black Panther 3 is that during Doomsday is another universe's Black Panther will arrive on our Earth and become the new Black Panther of this universe.
Okay, that's not bad.
Is it that it's Ryan Gosling, like all these memes say?
Not sure.
He's
But
come
it's
from
definitely someone from
Peacemaker's
another
universe, hasn't he? Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely someone from another universe who settles in this one, and he's in Black Panther 3.
Okay. And according to this, now look, check this out. The next one it says is Blade. Now, if that is Wesley Snipes, then that's a box office smash. It just needs to be a Wesley Snipes movie, and then everyone's going to see it. No one cares about Shang-Chi 2. And the X-Men will do well. But that's only going to be because they're probably going to wheel out Wolverine again. They're all going to be in Charles Xavier's wheelchair.
Hugh Jackman one more time.
Everyone's just coming out. It's like, get the claws, and he's like this. And like the claw's going to just be arthritic and rusted. And it's just like, they'll be like, Hugh, you're the only thing that still can make us money.
No, it's like, I mean, like, we still have good steroids, so he'll be probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I saw him skip ropes like 3 minutes straight during a show in New York, so he's fine.
Like Deadpool said, until you're 90.
Yeah, and that's so. You think about it. So when we've got here, Thunderbolts wasn't a hit. Fantastic Four wasn't a hit. Captain America wasn't a hit. Deadpool and Wolverine was a hit, and yeah, it's an MCU movie, but it wasn't. It was a Ryan Reynolds Fox movie. Marvel's wasn't a hit. Guardians of the Galaxy was respectable. Ant-Man wasn't a hit. I think did Black Panther 2 actually? I think it did do well, but like we said, it was got a lot of goodwill towards it. So box office 859 million. So yeah, that one did very well. What was Fantastic Four? 521 million. So it's not the end of the world, but this was Fantastic Four. So literally, Disney bought Fox just to be able to do that film, and then it underperformed. You go back, Thor: Love and Thunder. We're getting into COVID era stuff. Doctor Strange, these weren't well received. Literally, people are still saying this is the first good one since No Way Home, which came out in 2021. We're on the verge of being in 2026.
Doctor Strange pissed off for a lot of people because, again, it's Sam Raimi sneaking in a horror movie disguised as a superhero movie.
Yeah.
And it was a weird. What's that series? What's the series that the Scarlet Witch was in? I forgot. WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, according to this, box office of Doctor Strange 2 was 955 million. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it says that, but that's what it says. So yeah, it did well.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Let's see what Thor: Love and Thunder did. I think that one is a bit more of it. 760. So, you know.
I think also this is when the movies started to flop. Like this was like pre-Endgame where we realized what the direction was going for. People were kind of still interested because again it was Doctor Strange 2, and then people realized, oh, okay, it's not. And then Love and Thunder, oh, he's too goofy. This is where the tire tread started to fall back on itself.
Yeah.
I would say Disney in general, right? The new movie Elio, I think they did with Pixar, it bombed. Yeah, but so, to be honest, like I wasn't interested at all. I saw a trailer and I was like, yeah, it wasn't cool at all.
With Disney, they can't make any new good things.
No.
Yeah.
Only sequels.
Yeah.
And I was very happy about Inside Out 2. Was actually I really enjoyed Inside Out 2.
Sequels are great.
I hated Toy Story 4. I hated it with my guts. And now they announced Toy Story 5. And
it prints money.
Oof. That Elio, its box office was 154 million.
Yeah.
That is a dramatic flop. Is that the worst ever performing?
What's Turning Red? What was Turning Red?
Oh, that's a good point. That was COVID though, wasn't it?
Turning Red did relatively
okay.
okay.
Oh no! Okay, hang on. This has to be that it was COVID. His box office was 21 million on a $175 million budget for a Pixar film. Oh my god!
Yeah, so it did well, Cap. It did well.
But here's the thing: you can say, well, it was COVID. This is why they shouldn't have rebooted like with James Gunn the DCU, because we were still coming out of COVID in 2022. So even Suicide Squad that flopped, that James Gunn made.
No, we needed the new one. We needed the new Suicide Squad because the other one was garbage.
They're both garbage, but I actually prefer the original. But
to be fair
to
the old one, so the director did go out on a limb and said like they cut my movie in half. They changed the script a lot, and he said like that if you look at the unscripted script, it's a totally different movie. He has said that, so I'm going to buy by that because at this time DC was screwing itself so badly. So I would be okay with that. The second Suicide film, I actually liked. That's what I thought. Oh, James Gunn he's a genius. Yeah. I think he'll be great. The second Suicide movie, oh, it's so well written. And then my hopes died after Superman. So.
Yeah. I think stuff will get better. I'm just so pleased that I've not watched Penguin. I'm just so pleased that Penguin existed, because otherwise, Batman 2 would have definitely got shelved and just been worked into the reboot. But they were like, well, we've made Penguin. It's the last thing we haven't released. We released Flash. We released Blue Beetle. Although I heard that thing that Blue Beetle may be incorporated into what else is going forward, so who knows? But
Yeah, he's one of the guys coming back.
yeah,
he is.
but the idea that Penguin was like, oh well, we've made this series now, and then it came out and people liked it. They were like, well, no, we're making Batman the Batman too. So it just means that not everything is all in one creator's vision, because it shouldn't all just be one connected thing.
And they are not all the same heroes. Like Batman is not gonna wisecrack at you. At least not the one that Adam West Batman might, but not the one from the 90s.
Yeah.
Definitely not Michael Keaton's Batman. Definitely not gonna be Christian Bale's Batman. And again, James Gunn literally had a problem with Batman where he said, like, I can't write Batman. He knows this. He can't do Batman. He can't be really honest and gritty about anything. That 100%. And for me, what's funny is that, like, I remember when I was a kid, so when we were like playing things, I stupidly picked Batman over Superman, even though I had the power to become Superman. I immediately not. And then my friends kind of ruined me over saying, like, Superman and Spider-Man, they're the two famous heroes. They're the biggest heroes. Batman, no one cares about Batman. Cut to my future. Batman is the only superhero still makes more money.
Yeah. Okay, Dev, go on.
So, what I wanted when they announced Pattinson as Batman, what I wanted was Keaton as Bruce and Pattinson as Terry.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been amazing. Like, that would have been the perfect thing to do. Because Keaton was the right age, and Pattinson was the right age to play both those characters, and that would have been perfect.
They could still fucking do this. Like, give us Batman Beyond. Like, get that kid from Cobra Kai who was Blue Beetle, unfortunately.
Oh, gosh. Guys, hang on. I've got an issue. I knocked my keyboard a second ago, and now everything is permanently scrolling. Does anyone know which button scroll lock is? Because I don't know what scroll lock does, but I'm just constantly...
It's next to print screen.
It's what? Next to print screen?
It's next to print screen.
Shit, where's print screen? Ah, scroll lock. Okay, let's see. Did it work? No. God, what have I done? Oh, damn. If I've screwed up something.
We are infinitely doom scrolling into the abyss.
Because I saw you bang on the keyboard and suddenly released the air card came out.
Yeah, it did. And I was like, what? It took me a minute to actually scroll down to switch that off. Oh, well, I don't know what I've done.
Wait, is your mouse the issue or is your keyboard the issue?
I think it's the keyboard, but it just thinks it's permanently scrolling.
Then unplug the keyboard first.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Cap, this is a genius idea.
Like, something about, like, I think Colin Farrell and Kristen Melody, they saved the Penguin.
How?
Yeah.
Those two actors are the reason Penguin's so good. The Penguin and the woman who plays wife, who was also the wife in How I Met Your Mother.
That's the sitcom is still making things. It made Cobra Kai. It now made Penguin.
Yeah. So canonically, Cobra Kai exists because of How I Met Your Mother.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's who's that? Barney Stinson, who completely misread the character and thought like the bad guy was the good guy, and he was the producer too of Cobra Kai. He actually was pitched the idea.
He's like, I brought a Karate Kid. It's like, you're not William Zabka.
Yeah.
Go on.
Awesome.
Go on, Dave.
No. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, like basically, like this whole thing of like, Robin tried to get his favorite Karate Kid character, but then they actually got Ralph Macchio thinking it's him, when it was actually William Zabka.
Yeah. Right, guys. No, go ahead, Cap.
Yep.
That scene you should watch, David. That was the birth of Cobra Kai. Like how
I have seen it where he's in a costume and he takes it.
Yep, that's the one that started this all.
Yeah.
I almost didn't answer Robin's voicemails, but after 7 times, I gave it a go because you truly understood what the movies are about. So when Robin asked me to come to your bachelor party, all I could say was, insane. And then like he does the whole pose. And Bonnie's like, William Zabka, and cries.
My funny thing was like I think David has not seen that, so I was the only one who's seen that How I Met Your Mother scene, and when he's like raving about, oh, you knew about this, Dave? I thought you didn't know about this, like the whole thing, because I was the one who told you that. And you were like, no way.
Perhaps I hadn't. I have since. Sorry, yeah, I have since seen it.
So I think so when you weren't here, Dan, so I was like, these guys were all raving about Cobra Kai, and I was like, it was born from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Dave, did you ever see the Funny or Die sketch that Ralph Macchio did?
No, I've not.
Like in 2010, when Ralph Macchio was this out-of-work actor who was only on Cobra Kai, only on Karate Kid, and he was on like several types of drugs, and everyone was trying to get some quotes from Karate Kid.
Yeah, no,
He's
I
like,
didn't see that.
I did My Cousin Vinny as well, but nobody remembers that.
Who did My Cousin Vinny?
Ralph Macchio.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was like this little kid. He was the kid, like they got in jail.
My Cousin Vinny. Okay, my keyboard's working again. Okay.
Yeah.
With Aunt May was the Joe Pesci's girlfriend.
Which Aunt May? The original?
No, the newest one.
Ugh. Right.
The hot
thank
one.
God.
The hot one.
Marissa Tomei.
Wait,
The
no
one
way. Oh my God.
Yes. No.
Oh my God.
Do you know,
yeah, I completely.
Do you know which one?
Hang on one
This
second.
one.
Wait, you're with
This
Aunt
one.
May?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. What
It's
did you
gonna
say
be
to
that
her
Tom
when you met
Holland
her?
ship.
What did you say
Huh?
to her when you met her?
I left her in My Cousin Vinny.
Did you
And
really?
she's like, you're an OG. Yeah,
What
because
did she say to this?
She was like, oh my God, you're an OG. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Oh,
Even though she wasn't allowed hugs, but she broke the rule.
okay, that's awesome.
I wanted to do the Spider-Man gif for you, Dev, when you showed that picture. No.
Oh, to be fair, yeah, that's Ralph Macchio, and that's Marissa Tomei in the background.
That's crazy. I haven't seen that film in a long time. It was really good.
Yeah, and the Herman Monster, the
judge.
the Frankenstein was the big giant one.
Yeah.
Is the judge
Yeah.
in that movie.
Wow.
I also have this
Who is that?
Mantis.
Yeah, I thought it was. Wow. Ah, no, cool stuff. Cap, who's the most famous person you've met?
Probably not famous for you guys.
Oh, true.
The local guys.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, I've met The Rock. I've interviewed Dwayne.
I saw him yesterday.
You saw him yesterday?
Yeah.
Where?
Smashing Machine premiere.
Wow. You went to the Smashing Machine premiere?
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Of course he has.
Well, why didn't you tell us about it? Is it worth seeing?
Yes, it's worth seeing. Like for the first time in his life, Dwayne's acting.
Wow. But do you know what?
No,
Like,
I would say,
I think the
Yeah.
amount of makeup he's got in that, I think he should only register as a CGI character.
yeah. I mean, I would. It's the weird thing with the rest of it. Like, I could see. I mean, like, he has actually lost a lot of weight. The new picture of The Rock is like he's off the juice. You can clearly see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we might see him in like doing like any sort of like any slice of life movies. Because like I think Rock does have a good stage presence when it comes to he knows lines, he can read, memorize, and do stuff with it. So I think he can do more slice of life movies.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to have to begin to wrap things here, though. So let's find out where we can find everyone on social media, starting with Capelfave.
You can find me on SWAT D. It's the spooky season. Just like the spooky logo with things. There's gonna be a Bounce Embarrassment episode 2. I do have a new actress. And it's from Xstreamed, you guys will know. And then a lot of Xstreamed people is going to be popping up as I go through the series. And also, there's going to be a Mufasa and Scar Halloween sketch next week. And then afterwards, I will do a Mickey Mouse Halloween special as well. So it is the spooky season. A lot of stuff's going to be coming out. My recommendation for this week, again, it's the spooky season. I went back to watching episodes of Supernatural. I would recommend that. There's a specific Halloween episode I could recommend. And there's also one with the pagan god, which is also really good. So go check them out.
Okay, Dev.
You know me on TikTok and Twitch on the name FWDAT, and my geek recommendation this week is Peacemaker. And as an aside, I really hope they add in as a stinger. They just drop GI Robot from Kish Commandos into the Nazi universe because he'd be having a party there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot. Creature Commandos
Before we
existed.
Yeah, I would say that turned out to be relatively nice. Actually, I enjoyed that one. One episode I really did.
Okay, cool. Now, my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, spelled Pustansky. You can also get any of my books, including Extreme Improv 2, bigger book of improv games, which is available worldwide on paperback and Kindle. And with that, until next time, stay safe, always stay extreme, live long and prosper,